gentlemen, welcome back to our studios here in Mid-Wilshire. This is Bill Ganz, your host, and I'm here with J.R. Reed from LibertyInternational.net. Welcome back to the studio, J.R.
Well, thanks for having us, Bill, or thanks for having me.
We've had a number of wonderful subjects going on here on this show, and one of the things I really want to talk about now, I have talked to you about how do I get my cell phone for free, and I go out and sell 3 people. Then my cell phone service is free. Now, tell me, after I've done that, I've been in the business a long time, and I understand binaries. Explain to me the octenary. The octenary was the word you used back in the green room, and to me, it was a really simplified way to make money. Tell us about that.
Well, Bill, any compensation plan is difficult if you break it down to the nth degree, but what we try to do in Liberty International is give people the simplistic training, let them make some money, then give them a little bit more training, let them make some more money, so that way they don't feel, pressured or overwhelmed in the experience. So in our compensation plan, obviously the customer will refer 3 to get their service free, but for the business builder, the same philosophy applies. We have 3 basic packages, or we call fast start activation packages. One's called basic, one called advanced, one's the accelerated. And they basically do the same thing. You can build up to 8 different teams, so a width of 8 for those in networking or home-based business, but with unlimited genealogy capability with 100% override. So it's not a multi-tiered plan where Jimmy gets 5% and Sally gets 7% and somebody else gets the difference. You get 100% commission points on the entire team that you establish, regardless of how many customers, regardless of how many reps there are, until you meet staggering stop loss or maximum daily payout, which can go all the way to $7,700 per day.
The interesting thing was you said, Bill, don't worry about octenary. When we were back in the green, you were showing this to me on paper because it was terribly simple, the charts and the graphs, and you got all this training material on your website, and distributors get this when they sign up. He said, think of it as a binary. Would you build a binary? I said, yeah, and start with your 2 legs. You get your left and your right leg. But what happens is you continue going. Once you've got that set, for the standard networker, the people who have been in the business for a long time, they know what that means. But then as you go build out, you realize how wide you can make this and how much you can do. Take us through that, because for me, that was like an eye-opener.
Well, Bill, we have 4 different types of distinct compensation in our compensation plan. One is we have an instant fast start activation bonus. So that can be anywhere from $100, $300, and $1,000. So as people purchase their fast start activation packs, you can immediately get that bonus check the following pay cycle if they pay by credit card. And of course, if they pay by check, it takes about 2 pay cycles. So let's just give you an example. Our basic package is $199 out of pocket one time. That gives you the necessary website, and the WOW mobile service is free. And you get $100 for each of those packages you sell at that same thing. So you got $199 out of pocket. You get a $100 bonus for each person that buys the same package. So Bill, how many people does it take to break even?
I don't know. I asked you this earlier. I know you're tricking me.
No, it's 2. So 2 people you break even, 3 it's free. That's our whole formula. 2 you break even, 3 it's free. We have an advanced package, has the same exact type of philosophy where you can build up to 8 teams, has a little higher out of pocket, but it's once again 2 at the same package to break even, 3 it's free. So if you can keep it simple, the average person comes here, puts 1 person in the system, they're going to get a bonus check. They put 2 people in the system, they get 2 bonus checks, and now they can start earning residual income. And then, of course, with the biggest package that we offer, it's the same philosophy. 2 to break even, 3 it's free. And then, when you talked about building a binary, well, the binary is nothing more than the most simplistic way to earn income in this industry. They've proven throughout the history to be explosive type of opportunities. The problem with the old ones is they weren't residually driven. So how many times have you paid a cell phone bill in the last 12 months?
12 times.
Yeah, it wasn't 10.5 or 11.75. It was 12 out of 12. So we have a pure passive residual product that as you go out there and you attack the market with a better than price point average of the big 4, refer 3, get it free, and then everybody's going to be paying that cell phone bill regardless if they pay for it or not. We get the commission override off all the subscribers from an unlimited genealogy, no matter how big we build it. Understanding, though, that there's a protection for the company. We call it maximum daily payout. between $3,500 and $7,700 a day in residual income from the world's most incredible compensation plan.
If you're just getting started, by the way, and you see this video, there's a lot of advanced language. If you're a networker, this is all straightforward. But the key is pull somebody aside and say, I don't understand this. It's okay. Because this is really simple at the end of the day. We get going through all this stuff, and it's standard in the industry. If you're advanced, it's standard. Just getting started, say, listen, I don't know. And don't do it until you do know. Ask somebody else if the person you asked didn't explain it right, or go to the website and explain it. Or call up, your upline and say, explain this to me because I really want to do it. I get what they're saying. I want to get my cell phone for free. How do I get started? Every car starts in first gear, and you need to as well. This is such a big deal. I mean, I can't even tell you. This is such a big deal. The call to action is do it now. To get two, one on your left and one on your right, you break even. So your business costs you nothing. Do three and yours is free. So do you know 3 people with a cell phone? I mean, this is a slam dunk. How many people do you know with a cell phone? Me, every single friend I know over the age of 13 up to 90 has a cell phone. This is a non-issue. If you could save them money, if they could make money, and if you could grow your business with just a cell phone by having cell, web, text, and what they call wireless air card, but in this case, it's their own proprietary thing. From your cell phone to your laptops, you have wireless wherever you are, not just in a big coffee shop, anywhere, at the park with your kids, at the beach, up in the mountains, at your vacation home, wherever it is, you have wireless off your cell phone, you've got web, text, and internet connectivity off your laptop. This is amazing. JR, tell us right now, if I want to get started, what's the best way to get started?
Well, Bill, this is obviously a cyber company. We built this whole company around the internet. So remember, we have seminars, we have webinars, we have conference calls, we have built out websites with all the type of training, and of course you have personal sponsoring. That's the whole point of our business, is people helping people. And so you don't have to find somebody like me that's been around for 8 years. This is not that hard of a concept. So when you look at the Liberty International business model, people all the time call me up with all these crazy ideas and kooky things. I always go back to the basic fundamentals. They said, did you get your 3? And if they say no, I said, well, let's focus on getting your 3. And then if they say, yeah, I got my 3, then I said, help them get their 3. And everything takes care of itself after that point. LibertyInternational.net.
Or tell us about the distributors. Either they get an ending of the .net with 4 numbers or letters, or they can make their own URL, because Liberty International is an internet service provider. Tell us about that.
Well, yeah, obviously when you want to become an independent representative, you go to the person's private website because they have their own URL, which is their address online. Now, it's a 5-digit code, so it's Liberty International / and they get a random 5-digit code. And then, of course, you can change that if you want to. And, of course, we teach that in our advanced marketing courses, is so you can actually have your own URL. So, of course, my site is like my name. And, of course, I encourage everybody else, if you don't have your name already online, you want to make sure you do that immediately before you become successful, before you make a lot of money, so you can control that. So you get libertyinternational.net with the 5-digit code immediately, and then you can go back into Liberty because they're their own ISP, and then and custom design one for yourself.
LibertyInternational.net. Go there today, find a distributor, do that. We're here in the studio today with J.R. Reed, Bill Ganz, myself, your host today from Liberty International, from our studios in Mid-Wilshire. Join us again on the next episode. Thanks so much.